All right, what's going on, everybody? I am Louis Praz, and I just want to go ahead and basically just have an honest discussion with you all. You know, I started trading about a year ago. I was based out of Thailand, and I needed to find an avenue to basically make income while living abroad. And with that being said, I wanted to be in an industry where my income wasn't dependent on a customer, and I was looking around to transition to a new career, and basically everything out there, depended on customers, and that's totally normal in business, right? Sales is everything, right? So the transaction of income happens between humans, just totally normal. But I wanted to take a different route, and trading was the only vehicle that I was able to really like hone in that provided me with that opportunity. But just like anything else, right? Like we got into a new industry and then it's like, what's real, what's not, So I went out on this adventure to seek truth, and my first thought was I need to find a mentor. And once again, in this industry, there's so much misinformation, that you could really go down the wrong rabbit hole. So I started with ICT, and I'm grateful for that because he gave me a certain perspective on how to view the charts. And from there, then I was able to build a solid foundation by finding other mentors, to help me complete the puzzle that fit my personality as a trader. That led me to profitability after 1 year of trading the charts every single day, Monday to Friday, So I went into this with the idea that, I'm going to give myself 1 year to really build a solid foundation. And that really came from anybody that's seeking a new career, a new degree. It takes them about 3 to 4 years in college to get that degree. But I was like, if I could really master or find a trading strategy in a year, and then year 2, 3, 4, 5, then I could really, scale this operation, then I really have an opportunity here to do something great, I already know what it takes to do something great because I've ran several traditional businesses in e-com, SaaS, Airbnbs, rental cars. I've done it all. I've worked over 13 jobs in my lifetime. And quite frankly, I've been a hustler since I came out the womb, Trading for me is just a different hustle, and I felt like I was kind of becoming a dinosaur and I needed to upgrade my software. And that's when I decided to really learn how to trade. With that being said, a lot of individuals come into this industry and they don't have guidance. I came in and I felt like I was a lone wolf in the jungle, trying to find my way out, right? And I came in the game and I was, just like investment capital to learn and to just trying different strategies, trying different things, I invested about $10,000 to $15,000 up front. And then I met a mentor and he basically said, this is the way. This is what you have to do, And long story short, I'm grateful for Master Friend because he's one of the guys that really got me on the right road. But I still didn't have a winning strategy, but at least he shined the light in the right direction. So I could say that he really, allowed me to be on the right road so I could continue to work hard and get to my destination, which is where I am now, which, I finally, after 1 year, became a profitable trader. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm making hundreds and thousands of dollars, but what I'm going to say is that I do have a winning strategy. And the byproduct of that is that eventually, as time continues to go on and I continue to scale up my operation here, that I'm going to do great things for myself and humanity, So I say this to say this, because I don't know where you are in your journey, right? But we all have a story, Trading, people hear trading and they automatically think about the charts, right? They think about candles moving up and down. But trading, I would say, is 10% fundamentals and 10% technicals. The other 80% is psychology. All that trading has done for me, and once again, guys, I'm only talking from my perspective. The only thing that trading has done for me personally as a human, it's that it's brought awareness to a lot of thoughts, beliefs that I've had on success, on my relationship with money, how I see failure, how I see a win, how I see a loss, and all of that has allowed me, since I brought it to awareness, has allowed me to reshape that belief to a way that now I'm able to flow with the markets after conquering myself. And that flow also comes from how I started to integrate Wu Wei, which, if those of you haven't heard of that concept, it comes from Taoism, and it just allowed me to let what is be, right? So what I mean by that is that, like, once I set my order is because I've done my homework already, right? I've analyzed the chart in every way possible, right? Now the open shows up. Just gotta let it be, right? And that's the hardest part for people, man, like just letting it be and just understanding that you've done your best and now the rest is up to the charts, Trading is all about putting in the reps, Your mind has to see the same candle movements over and over and over again for you to really believe them. Certain people are blessed that they come into the game with a solid mentor that allows them to have a certain perspective, and those do take off a little faster than others. But for most people, even if you're paying for the information, traders aren't really giving up their edge like that. Like they'll give you a crumb here, a crumb there, and unfortunately, like, in order for that strategy to work, like, you need all those pieces, because if one technical is off, then the code is off, and your analysis isn't really up to par, and is going to cause you to make a wrong decision, not because you're wrong, but it's just because you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle, so you're not viewing the charts the way that you're supposed to, right? And a lot of these folks do that intentionally, because that's just kind of how the game is. However, you have to have ultimate belief in yourself. Eventually it's gonna click. It took a year for me to really sit here and come on stream on YouTube and actually be able to say confidently that I am a professional trader. I have mastered my instrument of US30 and YM for futures. I know how to trade that instrument blindfolded now. But that came from a lot of failure. And you have to be able to persevere. You have to be able to have a macro outlook on your trading. And what I mean by that is, like, a beginner trader will base his trading life off one trade. Oh man, I lost this trade. I'm down $1,000, let's say, right? But a professional judges his performance on a week-to-week basis and a month-to-month basis, you know? So for me personally, I take one trade per day, 16 trades a month, and then at the end of the month, then I take a look at my P&L. And if I'm up 5 points, 3 points, and I'm profitable, guess what? I'm a profitable trader. It's just that simple for me, you know? Like, you're not gonna come into this industry and make $1 million your first year, but if you're good, you can make 50, 100,000, you know? And then year 2, you could double up, make 300,000. Year 3, $500,000, right? You know, and so forth and so on. But you have to have a 1 to 5 year vision. You know, for me, year 1, I was just like, I just want to build a solid foundation. I just want to know if this is possible, right? Found out that it's possible. All right, bet it's possible. What now? You know. Then year 2, then you focus on scaling up, right? But the more time that you spend behind these charts, the more that you're going to be able to see. And once you start seeing it, it's impossible to unsee it again. You know, I always say that no physical labor job is going to go ahead and beat a 3 to 5 minute candle New York Open. It's not. I mean, now I wake up and I'm making easy $7,000 because of all the accounts that I have with all these props in about 1 to 3 minutes, right? And it all started with me saying I just need 350 per day. It all started with me saying I just want to go for 40 to 50 ticks. And I spit that same game to a lot of people, but they never understood because they didn't have that vision. They weren't patient enough to capture that, right? So once I was able to, you know, scale now from 1 account to 20 accounts, making 350, now instead of trading 2 contracts, I'm trading 40 with bigger lot size. I'm making 5-7K off that same move. That's why I'm trying to let you guys know that you don't need 100 points, 100 ticks, you know? You just need enough. Like, once you do your back testing, your forward testing, you know, and you figure out what's the average move of your instrument, you really just need 42 to 50 ticks a day, man. And if you're able to harvest that every day, 42, 50 ticks, you're gonna do great things, you know. And then on the other side of that, right? Like, once you have your psychology right, then you got to be able to manage risk. You got to be able to manage risk, because managing risk is what keeps you in the game, you know. Over trading, revenge trading, these are all habits that beginner traders have, you know, and you don't need any of that if you're heading towards profitability, you know. Discipline is everything, you know, and your process is going to be your process. Do not compare yourself to my process, your cousin's process, whatever it is, you know, you're a friend, whatever. Just know that you're going through your journey, and just as long as you're becoming aware of things that you're doing incorrectly, and then you're working on fixing those habits, and you're not repeating the same lessons, then you're moving forward. Now, it's an issue if you're aware of it and you're repeating the same lesson, because what could really happen is that you could really get stuck as a professional challenge trader, a trader that just takes challenges, resets them, and never makes a profit. And props love that. Props love that, because they're like 90% of human beings aren't disciplined, right? So it's a good business for them, you know, to just sell you the dream that you're going to be profitable, and then you out here just over trading, revenge trading, and you're blowing accounts and all of this stuff, you know. and now you're down like 5K on just challenges, and you never passed one in your life, props love that, right? But if you want to be different, there's only one A plus setup. It's not two. Every session, there's only one A plus setup. It's either you're going to be on the right side or you're going to be on the wrong side. It's that simple. There's the fake move, and then there's the actual move. And we see that every session. Every session we see that. So your job as a professional disciplined trader is to go ahead and catch the A plus setup. That's simple. And once you master that, there's only one setup. There's not two, there's only one setup. It's either you're going to be on the right side or wrong side of that setup. But once you catch that setup and you're able to do that consistently, you know, because that's the key, right? Like, you want a trading style that's duplicatable. There's people that execute one trade, whatever, right? But can you do that again? Can you do that 16 times a month? Probably not. You know what I mean? So my crew and I, we know how to catch those ticks every single day. Period. On the money. Every day. We're precise. We have precision. Amazing exit strategies. And that's just what it is with us, really. But it's because of the work that I was able to put in for that year. In trading, I say that there's 1,000 documents, let's say, right, of different trading plans, different trading strategy, right? Out of those 1,000 documents, maybe 5 of them actually matter. The rest is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. All of it is all bullshit. So what happens when you're a beginner trader? You're going through all those documents, and by the time that you're at 100 of them and you're not seeing results, you're like, man, this shit is whack. I'm quit. That's simple. I'm out. But at the end of the day, those that have perseverance, resilience, and they're able to stick it through, then they get to the actual documents that matter, and their life, their trading life, goes from one place to the next real quick. You go 0 to 100 real quick, then from 100 to 1,000, and real quick, you blink and you're living a whole new life that you actually deserve, because you placed yourself in this position to make this happen for yourself, right? With that being said, I started this YouTube channel a few months ago. Well, like 2 months now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. On Sundays, I do market analysis depending on how I'm feeling. Live trading next year, I'll probably start a signal group. If you want to hop on there on Zoom and basically go at it with me. But at the end of the day, guys, ladies and gents, this is an amazing lifestyle if you're being taught correctly. Straight up. So with that being said, I hope that you got some nuggets from this. A lot of people might doubt you, but just know this, man. And you know, and it's simple, right? It's not rocket science. It's like NBA ball players hang around what NBA ball players. MLB players hang around MLB players, right? Well, guess what? Profitable traders hang around profitable traders, man. Guess what? Losing traders hang around losing traders too, right? Most of this is honestly spiritual too, you know, like you can't have ego in this. You cannot have pride in this. The markets are always gonna humble you, one way or the other. But once you uncover and you unclutter everything, then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna tap into an experience that, you know, you only dreamed of, and it's worthwhile. You just got to be able to go through the process. I mean, I've traveled the world now. I've been to all continents on Earth. It's pretty much the same thing everywhere you go. everybody's having the same issue, income, right? But trading gives you the opportunity to truly solve that if you really have a passion for it, It worked out for me because I was passionate about it, and that passion allowed me to stick it through the tough times. So passion is number one. And then the byproduct of that is that you're going to make some M's, man. And your whole life is going to change. So don't forget to join the Discord. Hit the like button if you found some value in this. And subscribe if you want to continue to support and watch me grow. I wish everybody much love. I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. And we stay in touch, guys. Peace.